Welcome back, everybody. My name is Dragagon, and this is Gregtech New Horizons. So I have quite the interesting set of stuff to get together today. The primary focus of this is going to be AE2. I've gone ahead and pre-built a lot of stuff, but I have not completed the final steps in order to complete the quests, so let's just get right into it. The first things I'm going to show, though, aren't AE2 related, but there's something that I've been wanting to get done for a while now. The first one is to get a set of reading glasses done. Those reading glasses, when worn, help with bibliocraft stuff, and that's because over here, well, I should say first off, I need to make a bunch of these printing press chases, and there we go. We'll go ahead and take that many. And then over here, I have everything for the typesetting table. And then in addition to that, I also have the printing press. So there is our printing press, our chase, or our typesetting table, and then the reading glasses that you need for that. Now, over here, you'll notice I've got a giant box. There's even a little bit of spider web up there. And if you heard that, I have in here a skeleton spawner. And I moved way earlier, back when I was over at this old main house base over there. I had built a small mob farm so that when I was kind of near-ish, it would spawn mobs and they'd die on the spikes and it would be sucked up by a vacuum vacuum hopper, and would give me all the XP. I had an XP fountain that I could sit under, and well, that just really wasn't cutting it, and when I moved to the new base, I just basically left it there. Well, I decided to cannibalize it, build up this thing, use the diamond dolly and bring over a skeleton spawner, and now when I AFK, I can AFK on not quite the top block, but on this one down here, and it will slowly get me XP as it kills mobs and funnels the XP over to that thing. And of course that's important because if I have a typesetting table and a printing press, I can now duplicate my fortune book using XP I've gotten from this spawner in order to fortune all of my loot bags from here on out. So that's definitely a worthwhile endeavor there. And I'll just stick the reading glasses in there for now. But I wanted to get that done and set up so that I could at least sometimes, yeah, occasionally that happens too, so that at least sometimes I could get some loot bags fortuned up and open them when they're, fortuned, especially in the EV tier and the HV tier and going forward. Here I have rutile. I was making a ton of it. In order to do most of the AE2 stuff, I need quite a lot of titanium. And so I've been basically repurposing this guy back here to do just that. Occasionally coming over with some carbon. The chlorine recycles itself. It costs you 4, and you'll get... what is it? It costs you 4, but you get 3 back when you complete the process. So every so often I come over, I get the titanium tetrachloride. I've got plenty of magnesium that you get back through the entire process, and I melt up a set of titanium. I did an entire stack before I started all the different pieces and parts for this video, so it's nice to have even more rutile coming in. Right now I'm using the bauxite way. I quadruple it here in the basic chemical reactor, and then I use this guy over here. I made that advanced thermal centrifuge earlier. It has been doing the lion's share of centrifuging it, and then I throw it up in here in order to get some spare gallium, and then down into the advanced electrolyzer to get more rutile outside of the tiny piles that the thermal centrifuge gives. So that has been what I've been up to basically off camera, is just lots and lots of that. I think I've done 2 stacks of the bauxite ore, which has been, I believe, 16 stacks of the purified bauxite that I've been back and forth and over there and all kinds of stuff, just getting all of those things prepared. Now, over here in my middle backpack, I have everything, and I mean everything, to complete just so many of those quests that I've currently got going on. Let's go ahead and begin with this one here. This should be the energy acceptor. There is the energy acceptor done. Over here I have everything set up so that I can turn these cables into the smart cables, so I can see how many channels are being used. And then we have all this fun stuff. Let's go ahead and start with this guy right here. This guy is going to be the first chest, the ME chest right there. And then with that, I can take the rest of this stuff and we can go ahead and make the... Actually, I think this goes up here, that goes there, and those two there. No. Let's try that. There it is. And there is our ME drive. So that one is now done. The next thing, let's go ahead and get this guy and this guy knocked out, and then I'm going to keep this one in the inventory. Oops, and for that I also need the hammer. So I have the screwdriver and the hammer along with the engineering processors, the nether quartz, the Certus quartz. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do one of them yet. Does it want a wrench on this one instead of that? Let's see. Where is my wrench? Oh, I left it in one of these. No. Where is my wrench? Sorry, guys. I hate when my inventory gets all finagled up. Maybe I put it right here. Alright, let's try that. Wrench? Alright, let's just look at the quest. I need to make the crafting table. Oh, soft mallet. Well, that makes a bit of a difference. Let's grab out the soft mallet instead. There we go. And there is the crafting terminal. Excellent. Now the other thing that I have to do in the meantime before I can really touch that one is I need to tackle this guy right here with these things, and that's definitely what the wrench was necessary for. Let's do, come on, thank you. Need to do all of these, wrench them together in the EV machine casings, pull those out like that, annihilation, that one, and those, and there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 ME interfaces. It may not want those ME interfaces though. It looks like it wants the shorter ones, so that's just easy. Stick it back in there, grab all 4 out, and it should give us the achievement for that. There we go, quest complete. And now this guy can go into making, oops, this over here. Slap it in there. There is that. Oh, and there went my soft mallet. But that gets me my terminals done. Along with the terminals, I also have the stuff necessary to make the pattern terminal, which are these guys right here. So we're going to take that other ME terminal, that, the pattern, 2 Certus quartz, 2 of those, the screwdriver, and I'm going to need to make another mallet. Oops. That was, oh, that was for that, not for making a mallet. Let's see here. Soft mallet. I don't think I have one in here. I think these are just hammers. So let's go here, and I think I can use those. We'll find out. 1 stick. There we go. Nice. That durability will last for quite a while. I don't use the soft mallet very often, but there is our pattern terminal, and so that quest is now done. Let's see here. I also have the stuff for these 3 quests, so let's jump on with this guy here. First, I'm going to have to do this, though. I have all the stuff necessary that I need to make for 8 motors, because I need the 8 motors along with all the rest of this stuff in order to make 8 pistons, and the pistons all go down on the bottom for these things here. So with 4 of them there, screwdriver, not a soft mallet, maybe this one is the hard mallet, there it is. So there's those, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then also the other materials in the other one. So 4 of those like that, 4 of those there, and 4 of those there. And there are our import and export bus quests done. By now this guy should have all 8 of our smart ME cables. So that's all of that as well. And then the last thing is this energy cell, energy coil. There's those, that, and this. Yeah, there's our energy cell. And so with all of that crafting done, you can see we've got quite a few of the AE2 stuff knocked out. Dense cables are next. Dense cables being, yeah, I'm going to need 4 covered cables plus the glowstone plate and molten redstone to make those. So those guys will take a little while. I need to make more cables entirely in order to make 8 of those. But that pretty much got us where we want to be. The last thing are these ME storage buses. The storage buses take our interfaces, so I'm going to need to make at least 1 more interface and then make up the stuff in order to get those storage buses done. And then once the storage buses are done, I can use 1 on this guy over here and then start running a cable all over the place. That's going to be fun. Yeah, we'll say fun. The molecular assembler will be a little while because you need an advanced assembling machine 3 to make these guys. Let's see, what else? Or dictionary export bus. Interesting. Oh, okay. So that might be good for doing like the small ores or anything along those lines, so that I can make short work of combining small dusts, combining medium dusts, you know, into a super buffer and things like that, and then taking all the ores and then eventually running them through the macerator as part of a generic ore processing setup. So that'll be a little while yet. The fluid ones will be a little while yet. AE2 channels, sorry, AE, the P2P tunnels. I don't have enough titanium yet to make those. I think I've got 1 titanium left right now. Yeah, I've just got the 1. So I'll be making more titanium. I'll be coming back to work on more of this stuff, but I believe we have everything we need to start a generic setup outside of some ME drives, and that's because those guys come through this tier 1 storage and are over here, and I believe the crafting cells are over here as well. So I'll be back after I've gotten some more done, some more titanium done, and have something else to show. See you guys in a bit. And I'm back, and I've gone ahead and ground up even more bauxite in order to turn it into rutile. In this case I did, what is that, a stack and a quarter in order to get 64 rutile, and then the other 30 is just from breaking down more bauxite dust into the rutile, what's the other stuff? Aluminum and oxygen, as well as the nitrogen output there. So everything done there to get myself another stack plus 30 of titanium. Not quite a stack and a half, but I'd say overall that's a pretty good number to deal with. Over here I have my setup ready to break this down into more more of the titanium tetrachloride, and then I've got a set of empty cells there that I can use in order to make that stuff. Now, I have to play a little bit of a bouncing game because I only had so much room, and so I have this 29 large steel fluid cells filled with chlorine. So every once in a while I'm going to have to stop and drop out a set of chlorine, put it into cans, and then right click it back up into that system so that I can make use of it. So lots of fun there, playing the old hopscotch game of trying to get chlorine, getting the output out of the way for one thing in order to make more room for input for something else, because of course the large steel fluid cells are good for transporting liquids but not for actually crafting with them. So I'm going to let that run. And while it's running, I figured I would let you guys in for a treat. I've been AFKing just while I've been playing. I haven't like sat overnight up on that step, but anytime I'm considering what I want to work on next with the base, or while I'm waiting for the bauxite ore to be done in this thermal centrifuge or up here in the macerator, I decided to wait up there, and I was able to get myself 18 of the enchanted fortune loot bags, as well as taking the 18 logic processors, and there is 18 AE loot bags. And I'm going to use this guy right here. Let's put some of my stuff away just so that I've got room in my bag. Let's see if I can fill up 2 lines so I don't have to muck about with too much stuff. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll move this stuff, actually that there, and then we've got room for these guys here. And then I've got these 2 others. These 2 tier 4 HV loot bags came from one of the other quests. So I can take this, I can take this, and then we can start making these AE loot bags here. And I'm hoping that by doing this, I will get some good loot for AE2. You know, maybe some... I don't know what the loot bag... I don't know what the loot config is for the AE basic. I haven't gone digging in the config files to see what it's got, so it's just a luck of the draw on this guy. I'll probably start with the 2 other loot bags, though. There we go. And I don't need to worry about this last one because over here on my bibliocraft table, you can see right there is one more Fortune 3 book. I always put the first book out of the 3 that you get for duplicating back on there just so that I always have it available. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and start with these 2 HV. A charged energy crystal, not bad. And 2 reinforced glass lenses. All right, not terrible. Now, though, it's time for our AE2 basic. I will definitely take 8 dense cables as well as some crafting and capacity cards. That'll knock out a quest. 2 8K fluid storage cells and a 1K ME storage cell. Nice. Some charged Certus quartz, a whole bunch of different terminals. That's, wow. And then a 4K storage cell. I can't complain about those. Oh, and some smart cables. Excellent. That will help with running stuff around the base. Smart cables. Some more capacity cards. Redstone cards. Another 4K storage cell and some more dense cable. Oh, some fluid storage cells. Another 4K storage cell. Some basic cards, some 4K storage components, and some crafting cards. Very nice. Another set of terminals. I wonder if I can do anything with these. That one can go to an AE2 stuff pattern encoder. That guy has no uses. and that guy can go to a wireless crafting terminal. So those are halfway decent. I mean, I've already got some now, so maybe I can take these and put these in strategic places throughout the base. I will definitely take an ME controller, though. That is a very nice loot. Apparently I got 4 more storage cells at some point. Good. Some more smart cables. Hang on one sec. My dog has decided that it wants to jump at the birds, which is why it's causing a whole bunch of extra racket around here. All right. Oh, and I also got some capacity cards from one of those. Oh, and some more basic cards. Excellent. Next one. I got some more of something. Looks like more crafting cards maybe, and some more 4K storage components. Let's go ahead and put this stuff away in here just so that we can see what else we get. Another 1K storage cell, another dense, and more. Ooh, I love getting these guys because those guys are difficult to make. 2 more crafting and capacity cards, and then another set of terminals and some more smart cables. So, not bad overall, I would say. Let's see, I guess it's this entire stack of stuff right here for those bags. So not bad at all. Overall, 3 stacks each of Fluix crystals and charged Certus quartz crystals, a couple of 4K storage cells, well, 3 of them, 2 1K storage cells, some 1K fluids, some 4K fluids, some 4K storage components. Those will be good for going into the crafting processors later. But yeah, all in all, I would say that is not a bad haul. Quite a few cards that we can use for other things. These storage cells can go straight into my ME drive, and maybe I can configure it so that the larger cells take more of the larger amounts of items that are more common. Who knows? So in any case, that was definitely well worth it, I think. Getting the energy crystal was nice, but yeah, definitely some of those other things were well worth the effort of enchanting that loot bag so that I don't have to worry about the trash loot. So I'm going to keep working away on the rutile here. In the meantime, while that's going on, I am also going to be making use of all of this stainless in order to make another distillery tower. I'm planning on making an 8-high one right over beside this one where I can do fermented biomass so that I can start getting the stuff for biodiesel as well as the methane in order to take out some of these other quests here like chloroform for Teflon, methane for the silicon rubber. Haven't found a use for dimethylamine, hypochlorous acid. So I guess I will need to work on that. But yeah, I can get a little bit more of the chemicals done once I have those things. So I'm going to get to work on those. And I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Till then.